So here now, this week I posted 2 videos describing how I believe each team can win. In the 49ers video, I discussed how the Patriots beat the Chiefs last year in the AFC Championship and how they slowed down the Chiefs this year. I mean, despite the fact that they didn't win, they still did slow them down. And the key is offensive success and just being conservative on defense. They don't need to be aggressive. They don't need to hold them to 3 and out. That's not what the 49ers need to do. You can let them get down to the red zone, but once they get to the red zone, do not let them get a touchdown. Just hold them to a field goal. Hold them to a couple field goals. And that could win you the game. Even then, if you can't hold them to a field goal, just don't let up any big plays. Don't let up big plays. The 49ers feed off of big plays. You don't need to stop those short passes, but just don't let the plays, don't over focus on the middle short part of the field or the outside short and end up letting Tyreek Hill score an 80-yard touchdown on you. Now, the other side of that is offensive success by the 49ers. If they need to create offensive drives, several of them that are more than 7 minutes long. If they can do that, then that makes the Kansas City defense tired by the second half. So if Patrick Mahomes heats up in the second half, as he usually does, you can keep up. You can keep up with him because the Kansas City defense is tired and fatigued. And not only with that, but the less time you let Patrick Mahomes on the field, the less possessions he's going to have. If you go 3 and out, that's 2 possessions in 5 minutes. If you hold a 7-minute drive, that could be 2 possessions for Patrick Mahomes, a quarter. Or even 1 and a quarter if you play your cards real right. If you have a 7-minute drive, touchdown, they score a touchdown in 2 minutes, or they score a field goal in 2 minutes, and then you offensively, the 49ers, have another 6-minute drive, 8-minute drive. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at, okay, we are about 11 minutes left in the second quarter, and Kansas City's only touched the ball once. So that's my point, is that as long as you can keep Kansas City from having 10 possessions, you can win that game. I don't think you're going to stop Patrick Mahomes from putting up points, but I also don't think that there's no way to slow him down. There's definitely a way to slow him down. Now, in the other video, I talked about how the Chiefs can win, and basically the way they need to win is to create big plays. That's the way. If you want to shut down that 49ers defense and take away their confidence, you need to put up a few big plays early. Maybe not touchdown plays, but a 40-yard pass, 30-yard run, something similar to that. Just show the defense that they can't just be their normal selves, that they have to step up to this occasion, because a few players definitely won't. A few players will feel that pressure and will realize, hey, this Kansas City team, we can't just be our normal selves. We got to be something different. And once they do that, they start trying to do too much, and that's when you create more big plays. But yeah, and then they need to get started early as well. These last 2 playoff games, Kansas City has kind of fallen behind early, and they've kind of fallen apart. Like a lot of drops early in games I've noticed, like 3rd down drops. And Patrick Mahomes is a little inaccurate at the beginning of games. And they heat up around the midway through the second quarter, but I think you need to start off fast in this Super Bowl because the 49ers, I believe, will take advantage of that. They have a great coach, great roster. I think they'd take advantage of that if you give them the chance. So looking towards who I believe is going to win this Super Bowl, it's almost 50-50 in my mind. Right now I'm really basing it off 51-49 in terms of percent chance who I think is going to win, because it really depends on if the 49ers use that method to win. I think they can win. If the Chiefs use what I said, I mean, I'm not trying to hype myself up and say I'm better than an NFL coach, but what I'm trying to say is that those are the 2 ways I believe each team can win. I mean, I believe the Chiefs have more options, and I think the 49ers have a much less margin for error in this game plan. So I think percentage-wise, I'd give the Chiefs the Super Bowl. I just believe that the difference between both teams is that the 49ers have less of a margin for error, much, much less. Patrick Mahomes can throw an interception, and the Chiefs can still win the Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo, he throws an interception, you're down 2 possessions because Patrick Mahomes just scored another touchdown. That's basically my point, is that you have to base the Super Bowl off of who has the easier path to victory. And the Chiefs have that. They have the easiest path to victory out of the two teams. The 49ers have a much tougher task ahead of them than the Chiefs do. And therefore, I believe that the Chiefs have a much better chance to win. And that's why my predictions got to go with them. It's not based on who I want to. I would love to see the 49ers use a brilliant game plan. I think that'd be fun to watch, just to see the teams battle, the coaches battle. But it's really just about what Kyle Shanahan decides to do. It's kind of boom or bust on whatever his game plan is. And I suppose we'll see. But if I had to put money on it, if someone held a gun to my head and said who's going to win the Super Bowl, I'd say the Chiefs. I would definitely say the Chiefs. The Chiefs have the easiest path to win. They have the better offense, definitely not better defense, but their defense can come up with a few stops against Jimmy Garoppolo in that offense. You mix those two things together, you're talking about the Chiefs could easily jump to a 2-possession lead early if the 49ers make some big errors, which they can. They definitely can. That offense can make errors, and that is why I believe the Chiefs have a better chance to win. It's just that margin of error between the two teams. Jimmy Garoppolo really has to throw accurate. He has to throw smart. And another side of it is, if the 49ers receivers aren't that open, how many risks is Jimmy Garoppolo going to have to take? And if they can't get the run game going, how many risks is Jimmy Garoppolo going to take? I believe the run game will be good. I don't believe it'll be great as it was against the Packers. But I do believe it'll be good. More than 100 yards rushing for the 49ers, definitely. I don't believe it'll be as dominant as it was against Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay, it's arguable that Green Bay and the Chiefs have a similar skill level at D-line. But I just don't see it where Raheem Mostert can put up over 200 yards 2 straight weeks. Two straight games over a 3-week span. I just don't think he's that type of... I think he's a good running back. I definitely think he's a good running back, but I do not think he's capable of that. I think that the Chiefs' defensive coordinator and coaching staff will look at where the Packers messed up, and they will come up with a way to at least slow it down. It's rare that you see a star player against good teams. I won't say against bad teams. Against bad teams, it's common to see a star player go off 2 games in a row. But if, say, Saquon Barkley put up 200 rush yards against the New England Patriots, and then the next week he was going to go play the 49ers, one of the biggest reasons good teams are good is coaching. And a good coach will not pass that up. They will figure out a way to slow that down. But yeah, the Chiefs, I got them going into this one. They just have the easiest path to victory. And that's it. It's just the easier path. It's not that they're a better team. I mean, they have a better offense, obviously, but they have a worse defense, so it's kind of like a trade-off there. I don't believe it's that they're the better team. I think it's just that they have the easiest path to victory. And against a great 49ers defense, yes. Yes, that is going to be difficult, but we'll see if there is a defense that can stop Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the Colts did, yes, earlier this year, kind of stopped Patrick Mahomes. But what you have to remember about that game is it was a lot of shooting themselves in the foot on the side of the Chiefs. And the Colts played a very physical game at the line of scrimmage, and that played a big part in it. But you also have to credit their win a lot to the mistakes that the Chiefs made. I don't think they'll make those same mistakes on the biggest stage of the year. But yeah, I got the Chiefs winning. And I've said that a lot, but I'm just trying to make it clear. But another thing I also want to make clear is that I don't believe the Chiefs, I don't believe it's impossible for the 49ers to win. I believe that the 49ers can definitely come away with a win. And I can't count them out. Like I said, 51-49. It's about the game plan, which coach decides to show up. I think it's like 70-30 as to who has the easier path to victory. But in terms of who I think will win, it could go either way. I think the biggest part of it is coaching. So, yeah, I got the Chiefs winning Super Bowl 54. And, yeah, leave your comments down below what you guys think about it, who you guys think are going to win. Again, I might be wrong. I've been wrong with predictions before. It can definitely happen again. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd say the Chiefs. So let me know down below what you think. Who do you think is going to win? I'll love to talk to you guys. Ask me questions about this Super Bowl. I'll post answers throughout the week in videos. But yeah, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.